Good evening, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this evening, 74-year-old man perishes in Mandeville house fire. An elderly man perished in a house fire in Mandeville, Manchester on Tuesday afternoon. He has been identified as Ronald West, 74, a resident of Balvenie Heights in Mandeville. Head of the Manchester Fire Department, Superintendent Rohan Powell, said the firefighters responded to a structural fire shortly after midday.
One Powell, Superintendent in charge of Manchester Division of the Jamaica Fire. At approximately 12:19 p.m., we received a call of a structural fire. We responded with 2 units, actually 3 units, and 12 personnel. Upon arrival, we saw a 12-apartment complex fully engulfed. Got its operation, knocked the fire down, brought it under control. During our cooling down operations, we discovered what appeared to be the remains of a human inside the dwelling. At this time, we are still carrying out investigations trying to determine the cause of the fire. We have our fire investigator en route to the scene just now, and at that time we'll be able to fully determine what would have contributed to the cause of this fire.
Are you able to say how many persons of the fire department?
Based on our information that we have received, we're told that 3 persons occupy the building, along with a helper who is here sometime.
Can you say the victim was male or female?
Oh, male, 74 years old, based on the information received.
Teen allegedly stabs a 57-year-old man to death during dispute. An 18-year-old is now facing murder charges after he allegedly stabbed an elder to death during an argument in Trelawney on Monday, May 20. Charged is 18-year-old Eric Simpson, otherwise called Maka, of Water Lane, Falmouth in the parish. Simpson is charged with the murder of 57-year-old Errol Shirley of York Pastors, Wakefield, also in the parish. It is reported that about 12:30 a.m., Simpson and Shirley had a dispute during which Simpson used a knife to inflict multiple wounds to Shirley's upper body. The police were alerted and Shirley was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Simpson was later charged with the offense. He is scheduled to appear before the Trelawney Parish Court on Friday, July 12. 27-year-old woman catches case of her own after accompanying friend to court. A 27-year-old woman who accompanied her friend to have her matter heard before the Kingston and the St. Andrew Parish Court on Tuesday caught a case of her own after an exchange between court officials and herself turned boisterous. Senior Parish Judge Sanjay Borrell had to halt regular court proceedings after being constantly interrupted by the loud altercation outside the courtroom. According to officials, the accused Michaela Sims was sitting in the waiting area with her friend when she was advised to fix her blouse as her midriff was allegedly exposed. Officials say the woman responded negatively to instructions and proceeded to spew verbal assaults. Officers were subsequently asked to escort the woman off the grounds when she attempted to leave by herself. In an attempt to accost her, it is reported that the woman became even more boisterous. The fracas caused Judge Borrell to ask that she be brought to chambers. Upon making her entrance, Borrell, astonished by the woman's diminutive appearance, said, "No man, is this nice lady outside behaving like that?" However, the judge became quickly annoyed after hearing how the drama unfolded outside the court. Borrell, referring to the woman as a silly rabbit, said the persons ought to know that when they step onto court grounds, it cannot be business as usual. I have a deep problem with anyone who thinks they can come to this place and think it is business as usual, she said. Silly rabbit, you thought that it made sense to go toe-to-toe with the police? Sims, in her defense, said she felt disrespected in how the officers communicated with her. Everybody have feelings, she told the judge. But Judge Borrell, in scolding the young lady, warned her to treat the courthouse like a cathedral before handing her over to the police to be charged. Store clerk and the bearer charged with businesswoman's murder. 2 men who allegedly robbed a business establishment while posing as customers and shot and killed a businesswoman during the incident have been slapped with a slew of charges. The accused are 18-year-old Siobhan O'Meally, a store clerk of New Haven, Kingston 20, and 21-year-old Kimberly Ralston, a bearer of River Drive, also in the parish. O'Meally and Ralston are charged with murder, robbery with aggravation, possession of a prohibited weapon, unauthorized possession of ammunition, and using a prohibited weapon to commit a felony. According to police reports, on Tuesday, April 10, about 1:40 p.m., both men entered a business establishment in Pembroke Hall, Kingston, where they allegedly posed as customers and robbed and shot 45-year-old Julian Brown, a businesswoman of Spanish Town, St. Catherine. The police said they escaped in the area. However, both the men were captured on CCTV footage. They were subsequently charged after a caution statement was recorded. Their court dates are being arranged. St. Catherine bus conductor who escaped from police station fined $70,000. A St. Catherine bus conductor who fled the Spanish Town police station while being processed on warrants for traffic offenses was today fined $70,000 or 30 days imprisonment. Charged with escaping custody is a 37-year-old Christopher Douglas of a Spanish Town address. Douglas was also charged with resisting arrest, but the offense was withdrawn today. Attorney at law Stephen Matthews submitted that his client made a stupid mistake but didn't waste the court time and is not a candidate for a custodial sentence. A fine was imposed by Senior Parish Court Judge Desiree Allain. The court heard that about 11:30 a.m. on June 28, Douglas was arrested by the police for outstanding warrants under the Road Traffic Act. He was escorted to the Spanish Town police station. While being processed, he ran from the station, leaving his slippers behind. Douglas was spotted later that day and was arrested by the police. He was subsequently charged. MOH issues advisory on storage of medication amid a burial. Members of the public are being cautioned by the Ministry of Health that medication which is improperly stored can lose its effectiveness and may be harmful. It issued the notice arising from concerns about the storage of prescribed medication following the passage of Hurricane Beryl. The Health Ministry has advised that insulin can be stored at room temperature for up to 30 days. Beyond this period, persons should discard the bottle and take their prescription to the nearest pharmacy for a refill. In the absence of electricity and water, persons who take a medication that require refrigeration are asked to visit the pharmacy at which this was dispensed and seek further advice from the pharmacist. At all times, persons taking medication are advised to continue to do so as prescribed. Missing elderly U.S. nurse returns safely, says cops. 63-year-old Beulah Anderson, a nurse of Waterbury, Connecticut, United States of America, and the Dawkinsfield District, St. Thomas, who has been missing since Friday, July 5, has returned. The police said she is said to be in good health. No further details of her return was provided by the police. Initial reports from the Golden Grove Police in St. Thomas were that about 8 a.m., Anderson was last seen at home wearing a white dress, brown handbag, and a brown straw hat, and a pair of cream slippers. She was reported missing after not being heard from for some time until her return. JFB urges caution by persons using standby generators. The Jamaica Fire Brigade is urging persons using standby generators to ensure that the equipment is placed away from their homes. JFB Commissioner Stuart Beckford told the news that a generator should be placed at least 25 feet away from the house. If it is possible, have generators placed outside and make sure that the exhaust pipes are not turned in such a way that the fumes will come back into your house, he said. The JFB chief indicated that the effects of fumes entering through spaces such as windows and doors may lead to carbon monoxide poisoning. Carbon monoxide poisoning is something that, when it comes onto hurricanes and other extreme weather events, we tend to see an uptick in the number of persons who suffer from it, he informed. Beckford emphasized that carbon monoxide is a colorless, odorless, and a tasteless gas that can be deadly. So if you are using a generator and you become dizzy, nauseous, and so on, leave the room so that you can start to breathe some fresh air into your lungs, the commissioner said, adding that doing so will help to reduce the effects. Thank you everyone for watching. See you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for another news update.